Hello, my name's Helena Taylor, and I am the voice of Bayonetta, and I would like to explain to you why I didn't voice Bayonetta 3. The Bayonetta franchise made an approximated $450 million. That's not including merchandise. As an actor, I trained for a total of 7.5 years. 3 years at the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art, LAMDA, with voice coach Barbara Barkery, and 4.5 years with the legendary Larry Moss in Los Angeles. And what did they think this was worth? What did they offer to pay me? The final offer to do the whole game as a buyout, a flat rate, was $4,000 US.
Now, I don't know what is the industry standard for a AAA company to pay their voice actors, but what I do know is that they have a set budget set aside for the voice acting, and depending on how many roles they need for the game, they take money from that budget. So it doesn't matter if the game as a whole made $1 billion, because some of the money goes back to paying the investors, other money goes back to paying the art department, the developers, the HR lady, like she's very important and she probably makes more than the voice actors. But again, I do not know what the industry standard is to take into account if she was offended on purpose or not. It is quite possible that they just didn't want her associated with this project. So maybe behind the scenes she got blacklisted. Maybe she upset someone that she wasn't supposed to. Like, we're not going to know. But I find it interesting that she wants you to boycott the game. So I guess all the other people associated with the project, developers, the HR lady, those people shouldn't get paid, right? Because she was offended. Now, I will say something though. You know, like, to me, this doesn't really seem as offensive. I mean, if you're a high quality actor like her, surely you're going to get a lot of other jobs. Like, surely you are bombarded with business opportunities. I mean, given the credentials which she explained, I don't think she's going to lack for money. Like, why does she need to go and play Bayonetta? But there is something that really does bother me, and it's not illegal, it's a question of morality. Like, she pointed out that she is under NDA and she is breaking the NDA, and I have seen corporations do this, and it's so fucking disgusting. Like, for example, VTuber companies, in the case of Rosa, if you guys remember her, she was under NDA, not to talk about her company, and when she quit, because she didn't get along with the boss said, oh, she quit because of mental health issues, right? And she was under NDA, so she couldn't talk about it, that the company was lying about her. And this is what happens here as well. Like, for example, this actress was also under NDA, and the company said that they didn't hire her because of her time schedule. When in fact, they just didn't agree with the sub. Like, they offered a measly amount. And I think that this may have been the reason that they offered so little, is to be able to claim that they entered negotiations with her and she refused, right? Because of her time issue or whatever. In other words, the company, the way I feel that it happened, they didn't want her on the project. So I don't know why. Like, maybe this is my take. You know, she had the beef with someone at the company, or she got blacklisted or whatever, but they didn't want her with the project, and at the same time they didn't want the fans to know. So they didn't want the fans to know that she is not welcomed anymore. So they found this sneaky way of having their cake and eat it too. In other words, they said, oh, well, you know, we talked with her, which they did, right? They didn't lie. They did talk with her. But they offered her an amount which is insulting, specifically because they knew that she wouldn't take it. So I think this is what the controversy is about. Now, if you think people are going to boycott this game, I mean, good luck with it. Surely there's going to be some people that are not going to buy the game. But I know video games that are flat out insulting the player base. Video games that are turning the player base into pay piggies and using aggressive monetization options and games that are broken on launch. And yet gamers still put up with it. So if you're asking for a boycott, I definitely think that the gaming community is the wrong community to ask for something like this. But, you know, it's going to be interesting. We'll wait and see. I think if Bayonetta is a good game, most of the fans are going to ignore the fact that the voice actress wasn't involved. And especially the Japanese players aren't going to boycott it. I'm sure of that because they probably have a different voice actress. But yeah, so my assessment is that they just didn't want her involved with the project and they wanted to lie to the community. Now, it's your decision whether you want to put up with this or not. But I don't think that this is a standard in the industry to offer $4,000 for the main voice actor. Like if you play an NPC, if you play like a random character in a AAA game, yeah, sure, like $4,000 may be enough. But if you're going to play as the main character and you are an actual skilled voice actor, then $4,000 is probably way too little. And it would be interesting if anyone could find out, and we'll probably never know, but it would be interesting if we know how much her replacement was paid. Because I have a feeling that her replacement was paid more than $4,000, which would prove my point. Because I don't really know for AAA gaming how much actors are paid, but I know for hentai games. And if you want to hire someone like, I don't know, Project Melody, or you want to hire a famous person that's not like a high-trained, big star celebrity, but it's like a smaller celebrity that exists on Twitch or something like that, you are going to pay them more than $4,000. Alright, like you are definitely going to cough up more than that. Which is why I definitely think that it's not an industry standard. And I like the fact that she calls this like an immoral offer, as if, you know, like negotiating a payment contract is about morality. Like, no, everything is worth what a customer would pay for. So if the company can actually hire people that are willing to work for $4,000, what is the moral argument that they shouldn't? I mean, they can spend the extra money on marketing. They can spend the extra money on making other projects. Right? Like, just because Bayonetta 2 made a lot of money, that doesn't mean that all of the money will go for Bayonetta 3. I mean, they can launch a new IP. They don't have to necessarily, like, pay more for the people that work there. What they can do is they can create more jobs for other people. Now, surely you can say, well, yeah, but they're low-paid jobs, which may be true. But hey, it's better to have a low-paid job than to be unemployed. So, again, it's up to the people whether they want to put up with it or not. If most voice actors would refuse to put up with $4,000, I guarantee you that the prices would go up. So let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.